Hello, it's me, FullyStackedTear, back again with a Rising Storm 2 video. My last one got quite popular after the game released, even though really I made it for the free weekend and the open beta. But here we go, I'm going to be doing a short video on what I'd like to see now that the game has been fully released. So just to be blunt, number one is straight away normalization over VoIP. If any of you have used VoIP extensively on this game, there's a big glaring issue with it, and that big glaring issue is the fact that some people are really quiet and some people are deafeningly loud. It's to the point where I actually want to take my headset off. That's how loud they are. And it's not even a case of them like shouting or talking loudly. It seems like they're talking normally and the game's just pushing their volume for no reason. And it's really odd and off-putting. I've had to lower people's volume in game just so that when people are ridiculously loud, it doesn't deafen me. And it means that if I'm streaming it, it doesn't deafen the people watching as well. I've never had it before where a game decides some people are going to be really loud and some people are going to be really quiet, but in a team-based game, this is really quite important to have it normalized, and I really hope that it gets sorted eventually because it's one of the things holding it back at the minute in terms of teamwork. My wish number two is definitely for anyone who plays Commander quite a bit, and that is the direction of napalm strikes. Napalm strikes are really, really well done. However, the actual landing area of the napalm is really sketchy. Sometimes it'll land nearer you, sometimes it'll land behind the enemy. Sometimes it'll land on the mark. It seems to be kind of pot luck. And as a commander, I really need to be able to tell people like what direction it's going in or whereabouts it's going to end and start, that kind of thing. Even if it was just like a triangle pointing in a direction, it would be a great tactical advantage in being able to direct your troops as to what to avoid and where to go. My wish number three is a way to be able to constantly warn someone they are running towards an artillery strike or something like that, you know, something dangerous that you've marked as a commander. Now, this may seem a little weird considering it does actually tell you that there's an artillery strike inbound and you can actually tell them over VoIP. However, once again, if you've played Commander much, you will know that people do not listen. Whether that's through just ignorance and not looking at the map and not seeing where the artillery strike is, or whether it's just through not actually seeing the warning or not hearing me over VoIP. Any one of those things could be a trigger for them getting killed by it. However, if as commander there was a way to actually mark out, look, there's a warning here, keep warning, and keep warning particular players in a certain area, it would be much more helpful and potentially avoid death. This is a personal kind of suggestion more than anything. There just seems to need to be a way to warn them more effectively because in-game there isn't currently a really effective way of warning a selective group of people they are about to die. At this point in the game, I've kind of just accepted that I'm going to get team kills from time to time with certain artillery strikes and napalm and stuff. However, getting added time to respawning when you do eventually die is quite frustrating when there's been quite a few people run into your artillery barrage. I've sometimes had to wait 2 minutes to respawn, even after warning them 3 times over VoIP, and then saying it in-game, obviously through my character, watch out, there's a napalm strike or artillery strike or whatever. So yeah, to end it there before it ends up being a rant, it's like, just please can we have a way to warn people on the map, such as put in, like, even just like skull and crossbones around the area, something like that, I don't know. That just, if they walk near it, it warns them. Something like that would be cool. Number 4 is something that's been in the game since beta, but I think they don't really know what's caused it until now. There's a memory leak on both the server and client as far as I'm aware, at least it looks like it, I could be wrong. The server one causes ping to increase over time, like the longer you've been on the server, the more ping you get and the more ping people get on the server, which can result in really sketchy matches where you shoot people constantly and they don't die. As well as your performance then degrading over time and you getting less and less FPS. Which is also quite annoying, because if you're trying to do something or you're trying to play with friends, you constantly have to keep restarting your game. Put this kind of low on the wish list because I'm pretty sure they're either already working on it or are about to try and fix it or do something with it, because it's really obvious when it happens, so it's not something that could just slip through the cracks. And my 5th on the wish list, which is a long-term hope, is that they will redo the Vietnamese voice acting. Currently, it is pretty much on par with South Park Chinese voice acting. It's just, it sounds like it's either trying to be offensive or really over the top. Lots of people have raised concern with the voice acting in the game, and generally, I can see why. It's just, even I could attempt to do something better than that. I mean, especially when they're speaking English and it's just like, they are taking Foxroy. It's just like, come on, what the fuck? Yeah, I'm pretty sure I don't need to expand on that. I'm pretty sure that's really glaringly obvious to most people watching this video that it's really over the top and genuinely, I mean, I know that it's not exactly an easy language, but I think it needs to be redone eventually because it's just, no. I mean, go and look back at Red Orchestra 2, and look at the voice acting that was done there for German. Like, that was really good, and it sounded convincing. And this just isn't anywhere near. Anyway, I'm going to be leaving it there for this video. If you like this video, give it a like. If you disliked it, give it a dislike. And if you really like me, give me a subscribe. I'm going to be doing much more video content soon once a few patches have become available for certain games I'm wanting to make videos of. If you want to keep in touch with me, I have my new Discord that I was recommended to make by a certain person. And I have also got a Twitter which I'll put in the description box below. Anyway, I'll be seeing you for the next video.